Hello, and welcome to what is known as the Swish technique. I hope this video finds you amazing and leaves you feeling even better. Welcoming you now into a comfortable seated position, shoulders roll up and behind the back body, tall through the crown, heart is lifted, palms receptive. Or finding yourself lying flat on your back, ensuring no tension between you and the surface beneath you, completely relaxed and melting. This technique works best if you have a compulsion that you do often that you'd like to shift, change, or interrupt the pattern of. This specific visualization works best once you've read about the Swish technique and discover the language of the mind. Shift your attention deep inside now. As you journey deep inside, there's a sensation, a feeling, that deep inner feeling, which is the part of you that knows there's always a choice. There's always a decision. In life, when something terrible happens, your mind can still think of something incredibly positive that might come out of it. And the seed of all disappointment is the kernel of learning and discovery that can help you to create a breakthrough in your life that will assist you in accomplishing your everyday goals. So whether you're using the Swish pattern to help eliminate the thought of biting your fingernails or reaching for a cigarette or deciding whether or not to buy candy, whether the compulsion is for you, I want you to think of that experience. I'll give you an example, and then I'd like you to think in your mind of what most you'd like for you. Imagine with me that you're walking out of the grocery store, and as you're in the checkout line, there are candy bars lining the shelves. That particular sweet you always seem to find prey to. That moment you notice out of the corner of your mind's eye, instantly there is another image of you that's like a freight train coming at you. It's getting bigger, bolder, and brighter. And as it fills your mind, all thoughts, all attitudes, all beliefs in the old paradigm, the old idea of consuming that bar shifts. A thought enters into your mind. Nothing tastes as good as feeling healthy feels. Instantly, an image of yourself, big, bold, and bright in your mind and colorful in your mind's eye, is smiling. You're standing in front of a full-length mirror. You're physically strong, mentally alert, and emotionally balanced. And it happens with or without your awareness. This interrupt happens in the future by simply hearing the word swish. So we're going to work on that a little bit now. In NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, we call this a trigger and anchor. So as you journey deep inside now, knowing the ground rules of the Swish technique, shift your attention to your hands and your feet. Notice the legs as well as these arms going completely loose, limp, and relaxed. Notice that through each of these core techniques, your body and mind have learned to let go. You've learned to relax, and with practice, you become unaware of your body. Yet you remain aware of my voice guiding you, directing you through the mental processes, rediscovering, just as Einstein did, that thought experiment that can create a positive, profound experience for you and change the direction of your life one day at a time. And so this day, today, as the chest, abdomen, and back relax, you feel the flow of relaxation now with every breath in and with each breath out. And as you let the breath go, you imagine yourself in that situation. Now, I'm not exactly sure what you'll be thinking about, but there is something done in the past that is more like a compulsion than a decision. It's simply made with or without your awareness, and when you're unconscious, you simply find yourself doing that behavior. It could be any behavior at all. But the moment you imagine yourself in one of those past scenarios, instantly you hear in your mind's eye the word swish. Imagine an image coming at you, bigger, bolder, brighter, of yourself doing something differently, so quickly, so rapidly, that you actually remember to forget the old behavior by forgetting to remember it. Your unconscious knows exactly what I'm talking about. There have been other things in your life that you intended to do. In fact, you set out in the morning with the exact motivation, with the exact drive you needed to complete that task, and then other things became more important, and you forgot to do that. Then at night, or perhaps the next day, You remember what you've forgotten, and it becomes less and less important to you. What's more important are the new thoughts, the new ideas, the new behaviors, the new attitudes. Just imagine if in the past you were biting your fingernails, and now you switched into a new behavior, a new attitude, a new belief in your mind. You could look down at your nails and notice them manicured, perhaps looking good and feeling good. Noticing now, when you're around others, that they can sense and feel your confidence because your nails are perfectly manicured. It happens with or without your awareness. Imagine the thought of an old behavior, an old pattern, an old habit, simply swishing away, gone from your mind, gone from your thoughts, gone from your awareness. You focus only on the positive. So imagine that those different triggers in your life, some of them you're consciously aware of now, others you will work on in the future, but each day, one day at a time, you will pick that one behavior, that one attitude, that one belief that needs to swish out of your mind, dissolve out of your thoughts, and be eradicated from your life experience completely. And in its new place, a behavior, an attitude, a powerful positive belief. So for the duration of this process today, what I want you to think of is your life as if those old behaviors, those old outdated attitudes, those old beliefs are behind you, gone from your mind, gone from your thoughts, liberating you to use all of that energy, all of that mental resource to accomplish a goal you will set for yourself today. Now, I'm not sure if it's a goal that you'll set for yourself physically, imagining yourself physically strong, or it's a mental goal where you'll find yourself reading more, discovering more, re-educating yourself in a way that will become more fun, more enjoyable, more creative for you. Or maybe it's something emotional where you find yourself discovering more joy, more happiness, more satisfaction in your life as you bring gratitude into every experience. Only you know exactly where this change will happen physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or wherever you decide upon today. It is completely up to you. This is your mind, and what you choose to do with your mind is totally up to you. No two people think of the same transformation, the same change, the same result in their life. It is completely your own. So allow your creative mind to unlock the resources that are within you, to trigger the skills that are laying just beneath the surface, to activate your powerful mind. Imagine today using 10% more motivation, 10% more drive, 10% more commitment to your excellence. Imagine yourself drinking half your body's weight in ounces of water and how it will transform the way your body feels. Imagine eating healthy, vibrant food and how dynamic and energized you will become. Imagine the people you will see, the discoveries you will make. Allow your creative mind to take over the process as my voice pauses. As my voice pauses, allow the days to transform into weeks, the weeks into months, and the months into years. Imagining, one day at a time, there is that one behavior, that one attitude, that one belief. One day at a time, you transform it. Imagine where you will be 365 days from now, seeing through new eyes. Imagine hearing through new ears. Be there now on the road to discovery. And when you hear my voice next, it will only cause you to become more relaxed, more comfortable, at ease, at peace with yourself, knowing that every day, in every way, you're getting better, better, exponentially better than the day before. You're doing so perfectly, knowing that any old behavior, any old attitude, any old belief that needs to change. Your unconscious is always going to work, setting up new behaviors, processing through the incredible power of your own mind, transforming the way your brain operates around people, events, things, and perspective of self. The old triggers will no longer control you, and you no longer need them to control. You simply let them go. Using the powerful processes of Tai Chi for the mind, never fighting force with force, you simply transmute that energy. Feel the flow and effortlessness of knowing that if you can visualize it in your mind, you can organize it in your thoughts, you can achieve it in your life experience. It all starts with ridding your body of stress. So utilizing these processes once a day is good, twice a day is better, and 3 times a day is excellent. Notice the more you practice, the better you become, the easier it is for you to use these 9 core techniques. Even now, you can go back through time, remembering each and every one of them through this experience. Consciously, you might remember 1 or 2, but unconsciously, your mind is already working on building the powerful thought process, building the neuroplasticity necessary to change the way you think about yourself, how you think about the world, and how natural it is for you to improve 1 day at a time. You will soon notice the things that you do well, that you're going to continue to do well. In fact, even better upon awakening. You will notice 1 day at a time that those small things that you'd like to change about yourself, those are the changes, the transformations that will be made 1 day at a time. From here, as the days transform into weeks, the weeks into months, the months into years, you choose the day. That day when you're totally and completely convinced, absolutely convinced that you possess a powerful mind, that by training your brain every day in every way, you're getting better. That outside sounds, external experiences, and negative programming no longer control you. You simply let go of that part of the past. You embrace the most powerful moment in time. That moment is now. So right here, right now, notice the level of relaxation you've experienced. Notice the way your body and mind has synchronized around those core beliefs, installing these new, more productive beliefs. Knowing that the most positive, productive times of your life are going to drive, motivate, and perform results through you upon awakening. You will notice, as this process comes to an end, that your awareness is returning back to today. Today, upon awakening, what transformations will be yours? Who are the people you will see? The conversations you will have? How will you rehearse your bright and compelling future? Triggering the resource generators that are deep, deep within you. Knowing that disassociation from time to time is perfectly natural, spontaneous, and automatic. And when you're willing to synchronize this information in your mind, organize it in your thoughts, and begin to use the swish pattern in a new and different way upon awakening, only then will your eyes open. You become wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, for this or something better, so long as for the absolute highest good of all. And this is so.